Okay, let's come to standing and bring your feet about hip width distance apart. Lift the toes and press the balls of the feet, your toes into the floor, into the ground. Relax your arms by your side. Close your eyes for a moment. Deep inhalation, long and slow exhalation. Try to engage your pelvic floor muscles. Relax the upper body as much as you can. Shoulders. You can roll the shoulders back and down. Feel a slight opening in the chest. Distribute the weight equally both sides of the body. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. Perhaps use some time to set any intentions you'd like for your practice today. What do you hope to achieve or benefit from? Deepen the inhalation, lengthen the exhalation as much as possible. And trying to make the exhale twice as long as the inhalation, or as long as you can. You can gently open the eyes, allow the breath to return to a natural rhythm. And let's stretch the arms up to the sky. And see if you can hold onto the left wrist and reach over towards the right side. Press the hip to the left. Keep the head in between the arms. Keep the core nice and tight. Breathe deeply. And slowly come back to center. Swap sides. So left hand around, fingers around the wrist, and reach to the left. Press the hip to the right side. Slowly come back to center. And again to the right side. Slowly center. We'll go to the left. Gently back up. And release the arms for a second. Inhale, stretch and reach to the side. Try to keep both arms in line with the shoulders. And we're going to, hips are going to the left side. And we're going to lower the right hand down. And bring that left leg up. See if you can balance into the right foot. Arms are in line with each other. That's not changed. You're just bringing that left leg up. Core nice and engaged. Slowly and gently come up. Back to your original position. Weight now into the left side. Start to press the hip to the right, lowering that left arm down. When you feel okay, sort of balanced, start to lift the right leg up. Core nice and tight. And the arm comes up in line with the right arm comes up in line with the left. And the right leg lifts up as high as you can. See if you can press the heel away. Breathe deeply. Gently, slowly come back up. Back to a neutral, releasing the arms. Let's stretch up again. Reach up to the sky. This time interlace the fingers. Press the palms up. Stretch, 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 nice and tall. Hinge from the hips. Press the hips forward. Gently arch back. And then slowly come back to center, reach up to the sky again. And we're going to draw the belly in, soften the knees, come forward. So you can release the hands, maybe bring the hands onto the shins. Breathe here, try to keep the back flat, so the arms, hands being supported by the legs. Drop the shoulders, draw the belly in. And if you feel you want to go a little bit deeper, then slide the arms down. Either allow the arms to hang, or you can hold on to the elbows in front of you. Gently sway side to side. Let's release the hands to the floor. Walk your feet out, heel toe, see if you can come into a bit of a squat. If you can't, come low down, just stay as you are with the hands either on the floor, or you can bring the hands to rest on the inner thighs. So wherever it's possible, maybe point your toes out to the side. And we're going to press this right hand into the thigh while both hands are pressing against the legs, but you're dropping the right shoulder forward into a little bit of a twist. Draw the left one back and then swap sides. So left shoulder drops forward, right one goes back. Knees are pressing open. And twice more on each side. Go at your own pace. Remember not to arch your back here so the stomach muscles are engaged. Breathe deeply. Go with the rhythm of your breath. Stay and breathe in each position as long as you like. Try to lift the arches, not to collapse them. And then come back to center, press both hands, see if you can sink down slightly more. Then drop the hands to the floor, straighten the legs. We'll come into down dog. So here, just try not to walk the feet in too close. You still want that V position. The feet can be hip width distance apart or together. Knees can be soft. Hands shoulder width apart. Fingers pressing down into the floor. Chin to chest. Breathe deeply. Maybe paddling the legs one at a time. And then press both heels down. Let's drop the knees to the floor, set up for tabletop. So hips stacking over knees and shoulders over wrist. Inhale to bend the elbows, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale to round the spine, drop the head, chin to chest, straighten the arms. A few more times, go with the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, open, exhale, curl, round. Just to mobilize the spine. And then come back into a tabletop position. So neutral spine. Inhale, stretch the right arm up. Reach up to the sky, look to the fingers. Exhale. Link the arm through, bring the right shoulder down, head to the floor. So option to keep this left hand as it is, or you can extend the arm straight ahead. Check your hips. If it's moved to the left, see if you can gently bring it back to the right side. Draw the belly in, focus on your breath. If you want to open up that left shoulder a little bit more, you can bring the left hand to rest on the lower back. The fingers are towards the right hip, right thigh area, drawing that shoulder back, and breathe deeply. Slowly and gently, wherever your hand is, bring it back into position. Pressing into the palm, lifting up. Stretch back up to the sky and exhale, release down. So back into our tabletop, we'll go to the other side. Inhale, left arm up, stretch up. Look towards your fingers. And as you exhale, linking the arm through, shoulder towards the floor, head to the floor. Shifting the hips. And bringing the right arm in whichever position you wish to be in. Remember to draw the belly in. And breathe deeply. Slowly, let's release that right hand back into position. Pressing into the palm, lifting up, stretch the arm up to the sky. Exhale, release down. Let's take down dog. So take a moment to just feel into the stretch in the back body. Focusing on your breath, connecting to the breath as much as possible. Belly into the spine, chin to chest. Right leg rises up, otherwise stay in normal down dog. Breathe deeply, bending the knee, opening up the hip. And you want that heel to be close to the left glute. And then slowly turning, squaring the hip, and step that right foot forward on the outside of the right hand. So option to stay here with both hands pressing into the floor. Or you can bend the left knee and grab a hold of that foot with the right hand. So a bit of a quad stretch here. Draw the right shoulder back as you sink the hips down into the floor. Try to keep the right knee and ankle in line with each other. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. Slowly, gently release the leg down. Right hand into the floor. We'll take plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's lift the left leg up to the sky. Deep breath. And bending the knee, opening up the hip. Slowly squaring the hip towards the floor and stepping that left foot on the outside of the left hand. So you can lower the knee down. Option to stay as you are, or bending the right leg and grabbing a hold of the toes or the foot with the left hand. Sinking the hips down. Drawing that shoulder back. Breathe deeply here as much as you can. Slowly and gently release. Left hand back into the floor. Curling onto the right toes, let's take plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin off forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's slowly drop the knees to the floor and take child's pose for a moment. You can turn the palms faced up, roll the head gently side to side. Any kind of movement that you need to do so that the body can be comfortable. Nice, slow, deep, and steady breaths here. Stretching the arms back in front of you, come back into down dog. Right leg rises up, bending the knee, opening up the hip, squaring the hip, and keeping the knees together. We'll do some circles, some rotations. So if you prefer, just maybe do 1 or 2 if it's too much for the hips. If you can do 3 each way, keeping the core nice and tight, and then stretch that leg back up. We'll bring the leg, turn the foot to the right side, and start to slowly come into a 3-legged plank and step that right foot back down. So from here, that foot is on the outside of the right hand again, and keep the toes curled onto the left foot. We're just going to roll forwards and backwards, breathing into the hip flexor. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. So lower the knee down. Let's come up into high lunge. So you can adjust that right foot slightly in if you prefer here. So sink the hips down as far as you can go and feel into that slight back bend. So now start to reach back into your back bend, stretch the arms back and slowly come forward. We'll come back into lizard pose with the hands on the inside of the leg. So either option, keep the knee on the floor or off the floor. Option 2, bring the forearm into the floor. So whichever position works for you. Breathe deeply. See if you can roll onto the outer edge of the right foot to open up the hips slightly more. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. From here, we're going to bring that right leg back into forearm plank. So the body is in one straight line. The core is nice and engaged. Breathe. Then slowly lower the hips into the floor. Keep the forearms into the floor. Lift the chest up, drop the shoulders. Breathe here. 3 deep inhalations and exhalations. And walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's take down dog. Left leg rises up. Bending the knee, bring both knees together and circles here twice or 3 times. And then remember to go the opposite way. Then extend the leg out, straight out to the left side, come into a bit of a 3-legged plank, and then slowly step that foot forward. So from here, we're just going to roll forwards and backwards onto the right toes, the ball of that foot, a few times. Hands are firm into the ground. And then either dropping that right knee down and staying here, or you can bring the forearms into the floor, entirely up to you. Either with the knee on or off the floor. Roll onto the edge of the left foot, open up the hip slightly more, breathe deeply, focus on the breath. Notice how this side feels for you. Relax the shoulders as much as you can. Core is engaged. And then we'll start to step up, left leg back into forearm plank. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. Exhale, drop the hips down. Forearms into the floor. Lift the chest up, drop the shoulders down. 5 deep inhalations and exhalations here. Keep lifting the chest up. Press the hips and the belly into the floor. Slowly, hands underneath the shoulders, curl onto the toes, take down dog. So any intuitive movements here that you'd like in down dog, go ahead. Try to draw the belly in, lifting the arches, hands are firm into the floor. Come back to a neutral position, and we're going to take plank and then up dog, back into down dog. Do this a couple more times at your own pace. Try to breathe at least once or twice in each position in a nice fluid motion. Remember, if you ever need a rest, take a rest in child's pose. Let's walk the feet forward to the hands, or hands to the feet. Come back into a forward fold. Either allow the arms to hang like a ragdoll, or you can hold onto the elbows. See if you can shift the weight forward now into the balls of the feet, keeping the heels into the floor at the same time. Maybe swaying side to side, or you might just want to stay in a nice steady position, entirely up to you. The more you're able to shift the weight forward, the more the tailbone is extending up to the sky. You can feel a deeper stretch in the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves. If it's too deep, soften the knees. So from here you can either hop back or step the legs back into down dog. Inhale, right leg rises up. Bending the knee, opening up the hip. Squaring the hips to the floor. Bring that right knee to the left elbow. Keep the core tight. Back up, three-legged dog. Back into three-legged plank, knee to right elbow. Three-legged down dog, and then knee to nose, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Come up into high lunge, or if you prefer, you can lower the knee to the floor. Arms stretches up, breathe deeply. Focus on the breath. Try to keep the right knee and ankle in line with each other. And let's open up to the right side. Arms in line with your shoulders. Feel the twist in the upper body. Inhale up. Exhale, open to the left side. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. So now straighten both legs. Step the left foot slightly in so the legs are still wide. Fold onto the right leg. Deep inhale, long, slow exhale. From here we'll take plank. Right leg steps back, shoulders over wrist. Exhale, any variation that you like. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Draw the belly in, lifting the arches, pressing the palms fully into the floor. Left leg rises up. Bending the knee, opening up the hip. And then slowly squaring the hips. So we're going to do the same sequence this side. Left knee, right elbow. Back into three-legged dog. Now to the left elbow. Back up, three-legged dog. And now knee to nose. And step that foot forward. Either low or high lunge. Arms up. Breathe deeply. Left knee and ankle in line with each other. Try to keep the body in one straight line. We're going to open up to the left side. Try to keep both arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale to the right side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward, straighten that left leg. Once you come down, then you can step the right foot in slightly. Even if you need to use blocks or just bring the hands onto the shins, whatever works for you. And fold onto the leg. Breathe deeply. Relax the shoulders. We'll set up for plank. Step the left leg back. Shoulders over wrist. Exhale, any variation that you like. Inhale, cobra. Exhale into down dog. So we'll do a few more of the coming into plank, up dog, and then down dog. If you need a rest, take a rest in child's pose. Make sure that the hands are fully pressing into the mat. You're not just using your wrist. Keep the core engaged. Twice more if you can. We'll walk our feet forward, back into a forward fold. Swaying side to side. Deep inhale, long and slow exhale. Notice where you are, how the body feels. See if you can allow the heart rate to slow down by engaging the breath a little bit more. You can nod your head very gently, yes or no, a few times. Maybe bring the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms away, open the chest. Slowly release. And we'll step or hop back. Let's rest in child's pose for a few breaths. The knees can come wide if you like to allow the back to rest. Move your arms alongside the body this time. Shoulders relaxing down into the floor. Deep breath in, long and slow breath out. Arms stretching above the head again, in front of you. Back into our down dog. Right leg rises up. Bending the knee, opening up the hip. Squaring the hip towards the floor. And slowly, right knee, right elbow. Back up into three-legged dog. In the middle. Back up to the left. Back up. And step. Right foot forward. Knee down. Let's find our low lunge. If you need to support that knee, you can fold the mat in or bring a blanket. Let's find a back bend. So interlock the fingers, sink the hips down and reach back. Find your back bend. Breathe deeply. Slowly come forward. Hands to the floor. So again, you can use blocks here. Straighten the leg, walk the hands back into a bit of a half split. Inhale to open up the chest, exhale, fold. Try to distribute the weight equally, both sides. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come back into our lunge. And as you exhale, set up for tabletop. Stretch the right leg out. Walk it over towards the left side as far as you can. You can curl the toes or point the toes. Try to look over the right shoulder and as if that left hip is sinking down into the floor. Breathe deeply. So you're feeling that lateral stretch on the left side. Belly in. Slowly come back to center. Take down dog. Take a breath or two here. Breathe deeply. Left leg up to the sky. Bending the knee. Three-legged plank. So left knee first. In the middle. And then to the right side. And then step the left foot forward. Knee down, arms up. So stretching the arms up, palms together, find your back bend. So sinking the hips into the floor, arching back as much as you can. Breathe deeply. Slowly come forward. Hands back to the floor, straighten that leg, walk it back, the hands back, inhale to open the chest, exhale, fold. Relax the shoulders, weight distribution both sides of the body, head is heavy, breathe deeply. Slowly back into our lunge. Exhale, set up the tabletop. Stretch that left leg. Walk it over to the right side. Look over the left shoulder as you sink the hips down to the floor. Breathe deeply. Press the hands firmly into the floor so you're not just using the wrists here. And slowly inhale back to center. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, opening up the hip. Let's see if we can do a little bit of a wild thing. So you can either drop that left knee to the floor and step the right foot back and straighten both. So keep the right foot bent and straighten the left one. Open up to the sky. Or keep the knee down and just open up this way too. So back into our, let's come into plank from here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin or forehead, or lower down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathe deeply. Left leg rises up. Bending the knee, opening up the hip. And option to lower the right knee down or start to drop that left foot down. Open up the left arm up to the sky. Press that left foot into the floor. Right knee can stay bent. And slowly let's find our plank. Exhale, any variation that you like. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Lower the knees down. Take child's pose. Arms alongside the body. Roll the head gently side to side. Deep inhalation, long and slow exhalation. Allow your heart rate to return to its natural state, engaging the breath consciously. So from here, let's slowly curl up, nice and slow. Head is the last thing to come up. So we can curl into the toes, sit on the heels. Let's stretch the arms out to the side, eagle arms, so either left over right and bind again, or right over left, whichever one you're doing. See if you can raise the elbows, rest your forehead to the hand into the arms. Breathe. Feel this opening in the shoulders. Breathe deeply. Slowly release. Let's come forward, pressing the back of the hands into the floor and lift your toes. Wriggle them about to release them. So just stretching the wrist out and start to peel the back of the hands gently off the floor. We'll come back onto our toes, sitting on the heels, and Stretching the arms out to the side. We'll bring the opposite arm on top now. So I had my left on top and bringing my right on top. So see if you can raise the arms higher or maybe in line with the shoulders. Resting the head in the forearms. Breathe deeply. See if you can slowly round. Bring the elbows into the chest. And fold round the spine. Slowly release. And we're going to press the back of the hands into the floor again. Lifting the toes, wriggle them about. And press back onto the heels if you can. Do some circles with the ankle, the wrist, not the ankles. So remember to go both ways. Keep breathing deeply. And then if you're at the edge of the mat, walk your knees in slightly. And sit back. If you're able to sit back this way onto the heels, go ahead. Either fingers pointing towards the toes or away. Try to open the chest, draw the shoulder blades together, pressing the hands fully into the floor. See if you can drop the head back and open up the chest a little bit more. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Option here to start lifting the hips up to the sky, away from the heels. Slowly release. Chin to chest. And let's sit down. We'll extend our right leg forward, left foot against the right thigh. Inhale, arms up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, come forward, holding on wherever you can. Relax the shoulders. Breathe into the belly as much as you can. Allow the head to be heavy. Inhale, let's stretch up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, release down. So we'll bring that left foot on the floor. Keep it on the inside of the right leg. Hug the leg with the right arm. Make sure both glutes are on the floor. Start to twist over to the left side, bringing that left hand behind your back. Opening up the chest. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist a little bit more over the shoulder. Slowly and gently come back to center. Extend now the left leg, bring the right foot against the left thigh. Inhale, arms up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from hips, reach forward. Holding on wherever you can. Allow the head to be heavy. Breathe into the abdomen. And feel the stretch in the back of the body. Relax the shoulders. inhale, stretch up, reach up to the sky. Exhale, release. Bring the right foot to the floor. Keep it on the inside of the leg, hug the leg in with the left arm. Both glutes are on the floor. Right hand behind your back. Walk it over to the center of the back or maybe to the right side. Sorry, to the left side. Draw the shoulder back, opening up. Inhale to elongate. Exhale, twist over the shoulder. Slowly and gently back to center. Knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around, pull yourself up nice and tall. Inhale, chin to the sky. Take a breath or two. Exhale, fold, chin to chest or forehead to the knees. And slowly let's find our way on the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around, maybe roll gently side to side. Releasing any tension from the lower back. And then come back to center, bring the arms out to the side. And drop the legs to the right side. So the left leg stacks on top of the right. You're rolling to the right side of the body, so the left side is stacking over the right. Turn the head, look over the left shoulder. You're creating space from that left shoulder to the left hip. Breathe deeply. See if you can relax and ease a little bit more into the pose. Slowly, gently back to center. Knees back into the chest and roll to the left side. So right leg now stacks onto the right, left even. Both shoulders relaxing comfortably onto the floor. You can turn the head, look over the right shoulder. Breathe deeply. Gently back to center. Tight hug into the chest, forehead to the knees. Relax the head down. So we can come into corpse pose for our final resting pose. Get your socks, sleeves on, anything, blanket, anything that you need so that you can be comfortable. If the back feels sensitive, you can keep the knees bent or roll up a blanket and prop it under behind the knees. Otherwise, legs apart, arms away from the body, palms are faced up, eyes closed. Allow the toes to drop to the sides. You can maybe roll the head gently side to side. Ensure that your lower back and shoulder blades nicely relaxed. Connect to the breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly and gently. Deep inhale, belly rising, filling up like a big balloon. Exhale, it go. Keep breathing consciously with awareness. As you exhale, draw the belly button into the spine, feeling that hollowness in the stomach, letting all the air out. Keep breathing consciously with awareness. Deepening the inhalation, lengthening the exhalation. Perhaps inhaling for 3 or 4 counts, exhaling 6 or 8, or as long as you can. The breath should still feel smooth, rhythmic, even though we're regulating the breath. Feel the movement of the diaphragm, of the belly, expanding and contracting with each breath. Continue to breathe in this manner, and now bring the attention to the body, relaxing the toes and the feet. Relax the shins, the calves, knees, hamstrings, thighs. Relax the feet and the legs completely. Relax the hips, pelvis, buttocks. Relax the lower, mid and upper back. Relax the abdomen, the diaphragm, the chest. Relax the hands and the arms, fingers, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Relax the shoulders, the collarbone, the neck, throat, face and the head. Relax all the facial muscles, tongue and jaw, ears, nose, eyes, forehead, scalp, the brain and the mind. Relax all the internal organs, all your joints, muscles. And feel the whole body relaxing completely, from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. My whole body completely relaxed, from the tips of my toes to the crown of my head. My breath is soft, smooth, rhythmic. The body feels light like a feather. My mind is clear, calm, very still. I allow my body to let go, to relax. I allow my mind to let go and to relax. Surrendering the body and the mind to relaxation. Slowly and gently beginning to bring the awareness back to our surroundings, back to the body, moving the fingers and the toes, breathing deeply and slowly, keeping the eyes closed. Let's give the body a nice long stretch. Legs together, stretching out, arms above the head. Stretch, 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 nice and long. Hug the knees into the chest. Roll to one side. When you feel ready, come into a seated, comfortable position. Sitting comfortably, back straight, shoulders, arms back relaxed, eyes closed. Take a few moments to observe the breath, the body, the mind, noticing any changes. Let's slowly join the palms to our heart space. Take a moment to give thanks to yourself for investing in your health, your well-being, for honoring your body and your mind. Let's take a bow. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.